Hey, Chris Metcalf, Key Account Manager for Flex. We're here at Auto Geeks in the Show Car Garage. I'm with Chris Johns, the Director of Field Sales with Flex. And we're here to talk about a few different key features that some of our products have on them. And Chris, we were just talking a little bit ago about the brushless motors. What is the real difference between a brushless motor and a brushed motor?
I mean, Chris, we've been doing this for so long, it seems like we take it for granted, but yeah, so your standard corded brushed tool will have two carbon brushes in there that ride on an armature, kind of creating heat and friction. It's a wear item that has to be serviced. But one really neat thing with the brushless motors, with our new cordless tools that not everybody has, is they're brushless. So there literally is no carbon brushes in there, no friction, literally service free, as long as you keep them cool and treat them nice.
So you basically have a computer chip inside the tool that is now telling the energy, which is in our battery, how you make that armature and field coil work. So basically in any tool, you have an armature, which is basically a piece of metal with copper around it, and it's suspended within magnets. And in a brushless motor, if I'm not mistaken, there's nothing that's actually touching or rubbing inside there. So as far as how long the tool's gonna last, we really today don't have that life expectancy on a brushless motor because there really isn't anything touching.
No, right, there's no friction, much less heat. You can see these are the same models in cordless versus corded, and you can get it much smaller, so it fits in your hand much nicer than a brush motor, because that field and armature have to be bigger to allow for the brushes and everything else to fit in there.
And I think with as large as our company is, that we're coming out with the newest technology on the market. And really what you see are these brushless motors that we've come out with. And we don't, a few of our tools that have been around for a long time are still brushed, still great tools and still work very well. But we're now showing the market the next generation, which is the brushless motors.
Right, and why that's so important on a cordless tool is the tool is talking to the PCB is talking to the battery, and it's giving it as much power as the tool needs or as little power as the tool needs. So I know you've talked about finishing versus cutting. Cutting, you're gonna need a lot more power. It's gonna draw more power out of the battery. But if you're just finishing, doing a light application, it's gonna take just a little bit of power to have that tool do what it needs to do, versus a brushed cordless tool is just gonna be full power all the time, and the battery's gonna go that much quicker.
Yeah, I think that's one of the key points that we talk about, Chris, is we're always telling people, typically on our tools, you get a 30 to 45 minute runtime. And the reason we give you that range is because depending on the application you're doing on the car, and depending on how that computer chip, the PCB board, which is your computer chip, talks to that battery, that's gonna give you that time range kind of between 30 and 45 minutes. So it's cool technology. It's exciting. We're glad to be here at the Auto Geeks Show Car Garage. So appreciate everybody watching and hope you guys have a nice day.